Cast of Scream 6, where you've seen the actors before. The cast of Scream 6 is full of great actors, both familiar faces from the previous movies and newcomers joining the ensemble, all playing characters who could secretly be a Ghostface killer. After successfully revitalizing the franchise with 2022's Recall, simply titled Scream, Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett got right back in the director's chairs for the next movie. Scream 6, officially titled Scream VI, leaves the town of Woodsboro behind for the first time and takes the action to the streets of New York City, where the characters are terrorized by yet another serial killer in a Ghostface mask. Due to a salary dispute, this is the first film in the Scream franchise not to feature Neve Campbell as Sidney Prescott. But Scream 6 brings back plenty of other familiar characters. The cast includes appearances by recent additions to the ensemble from the 2022 Recall, like Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, as well as actors from earlier Scream films, like Courtney Cox, Hayden Panettiere, and, of course, Roger L. Jackson as the over-the-phone voice of Ghostface. The Scream 6 cast is one of the series' biggest to date. Melissa Barrera as Sam Carpenter. Character: Melissa Barrera reprises her role from the previous Scream film as Sam Carpenter, the daughter of original Ghostface killer Billy Loomis. A final girl to her core, Sam is the spiritual successor of Sidney. Similar to Sidney, she was someone who was able to stand up and fight Ghostface and walk away from the situation alive, making it seem that she is replacing the original lead, even with Sidney possibly making her return in Scream 7. Actor: Melissa Barrera got her start with roles in telenovelas like Siempre Tuya Acapulco and Tanto Amor. She went on to play the supporting role of Vanessa in the movie adaptation of In the Heights and the lead role of Liv Rivera in the Netflix series Keep Breathing. Barrera's work in Keep Breathing and the Scream franchise earned her the title of Scream Queen. Most recently, she appeared in the horror movie Abigail, allowing her to continue her career as a horror movie leading lady. Jenna Ortega as Tara Carpenter. Character: Jenna Ortega reprises her role as Tara Carpenter, Sam's half-sister who survived a Ghostface attack in the previous movie. Tara was a teenager when she first appeared in Scream 5 and survived that movie's murders along with her sister. This means that she was back and ready to move on in Scream 6, although she is now attending college. She had a nice ending here, though, as she survived alongside her sister and chose to get therapy and help, which is more than many past characters attempted. Actor: Ortega got her breakthrough playing young Jane in the CW's Jane, the Virgin, and Harley Diaz in the Disney Channel's Stuck in the Middle. In 2022, in addition to the Scream Recall, Ortega starred as Lorraine Day in Ty West's old-school slasher X, and as the titular protagonist in the hugely popular Addams Family spin-off Wednesday on Netflix, for which she received Golden Globe and Emmy nominations. These three projects earned Ortega a place in the Scream Queen canon alongside Barrera. Jasmine Savoy Brown as Mindy Meeks Martin. Character: Jasmine Savoy Brown reprises her role from the last Scream movie as Mindy Meeks Martin, Chad's twin sister and the niece of horror buff Randy Meeks from the first two Scream films. Mindy famously shares her uncle's love of horror cinema. Like her brother, she was one of the key teens helping everyone survive as the Ghostface killer continued to hunt them down. She is also another survivor, and she is currently filming Scream 7 as one of the returning characters. Actor: Brown is best known for playing Evangeline Murphy in HBO's dystopian drama The Leftovers, Allison Adams in ABC's legal drama For the People, and a young Tessa Turner in Showtime's psychological thriller Yellow Jackets. She also provided the voice and motion capture for Finn Mason, also known as the Tinkerer in the video game Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Mason Gooding as Chad Meeks Martin. Character: Mason Gooding returns in the role of Chad Meeks Martin, Randy's nephew and Mindy's twin brother. Unlike Mindy, Chad doesn't have a lot in common with Randy. Where Randy was a film geek with a love of horror, Chad is an athlete and a popular kid at his school. However, he is also someone who is smart and protective of his friends and his sister. He seemingly died in Scream VI, but it turned out he survived and he will return in Scream 7. Actor. The son of actor Cuba Gooding, Jr. Gooding made his movie debut with the role of Nick Howland alongside Beanie Feldstein and Caitlin Dever in Olivia Wilde's directorial debut, coming-of-age high school comedy Booksmart. He played the recurring role of Parker Jones on the HBO sports dramedy series Ballers and the starring role of Andrew Spencer in Hulu's Love, Simon streaming spin-off Love, Victor. Courtney Cox as Gale Weathers. Character. Courtney Cox, the only actor to appear on screen in every single Scream movie, reprises her role as former news reporter Gale Weathers in Scream VI. Gale used the fame that followed her survival of every wave of Ghostface killings to launch a career as an author and talk show host. In the original movies, she was one of the only adults who was there to help the teens Ghostface was killing, and she ended up marrying Dewey, although he died in Scream 5. Actor. Courtney Cox actually got her start appearing in a Bruce Springsteen music video, which led to early roles in the TV show Misfits of Science and the movie Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Cox is best known for her role as Monica Geller on the classic sitcom Friends. She also played protagonist Jules Cobb in the series Cougar Town, and appeared in movies like Masters of the Universe as Julie Winston, The Longest Yard as Lena, and Bedtime Stories as Wendy. Hayden Panettiere as Kirby Reed. Character. Hayden Panettiere reprises her role from Scream 4 as Kirby Reed, who is now an FBI agent heading to New York to investigate a new string of Ghostface killings. In Scream 4, Kirby is a teenager who has to survive the killer, which convinced her to become a law enforcement officer to protect others like her. She was not in the 5th movie, so her return in the 6th one was a nice surprise for fans. Like Chad, it looked like Kirby died in the 6th movie, but she ended up surviving thanks to a bulletproof vest. Actor. Panettiere is best known for her TV roles as Claire Bennett on NBC's superhero series Heroes and Juliet Barnes on ABC and CMT's musical drama series Nashville. The latter earned her 2 Golden Globe nominations. She starred as the title characters in the movies I Love You, Beth Cooper and Amanda Knox, Murder on Trial in Italy. She has also done some voice work in video games, playing Carrie and Hyen in the Kingdom Hearts series and Sam Giddings in Until Dawn. Scream 6 supporting cast and characters. Henry Czerny as Dr. Christopher Stone. Sam's therapist, Dr. Christopher Stone, is played by Henry Czerny. Czerny is best known as Eugene Kittredge from the Mission: Impossible franchise. He also played the starring role of the conniving, intelligent Conrad Grayson in ABC's Revenge. Dermot Mulroney as Detective Bailey. Detective Bailey, a cop on the case, is played by Dermot Mulroney. Mulroney is known for his roles as romantic comedy leads Michael O'Neill in My Best Friend's Wedding and Nick Mercer in The Wedding Date. He also played more dramatic roles, such as Captain Martin Lee in Zodiac and Steve Heidebrecht in August, Osage County. Leanna Liberato as Quinn Bailey. Detective Bailey's daughter Quinn is played by Leanna Liberato. Liberato appeared as Avery Miller opposite Nicolas Cage and Nicole Kidman in the movie Trespass, and received 2 Daytime Emmy nominations for her starring role as McKenna Brady in the Hulu thriller series Light as a Feather. She also stars in the Peacock comedy thriller series based on a true story as Tori Thompson. Tommy Revolori as Jason Carvey. Jason Carvey, whose first name is taken from the Friday the 13th killer, is played by Tommy Revolori. Revolori is best known for his Wes Anderson roles, playing lobby boy Zero Mustafa in Wes Anderson's The Grand Budapest Hotel and aide-de-camp in Asteroid City. Revelry also famously played Peter Parker's bully Flash Thompson in the MCU's Spider-Man trilogy. Jack Champion as Ethan Landry. Ethan Landry is played by Jack Champion in the cast of Scream 6. Champion is best known as Spider, the human child whom Jake and Neytiri adopted in Avatar: The Way of Water, a role he will reprise in Avatar 3 and Avatar 4. Samara Weaving as Laura Crane. Laura Crane, whose last name is borrowed from Psycho, is played by Samara Weaving. Weaving first gained recognition with her role as Indy Walker on the soap opera Home and Away. She has since appeared in Ash vs. Evil Dead as Heather, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri as Penelope, Ready or Not as Grace Ladomas, and Colleen Moore in Babylon. Devin Nakota as Annika Kayoko. Annika Kayoko is played by Devin Nakota. Nakota previously played Riley in Ginny and Georgia Season 1 and Arlene Takahashi in Degrassi, The Next Generation Season 14. Josh Segarra as Danny Brackett. Danny Brackett, whose last name is taken from Halloween, is played by Josh Segarra. Segarra previously played Pug in She-Hulk. Attorney at Law, Stefanovic in Orange is the New Black, and the villainous Simon Morrison in Arrow Season 5. Roger L. Jackson as the voice of Ghostface. The creepy voice of the Ghostface killer in Scream VI is provided by Roger L. Jackson, who voiced the killer in all the previous Scream movies and in the Scream Resurrection series. Jackson is also known for voicing Mojo Jojo on the Powerpuff Girls.